Hello, how you doing? What's happening? How's your day been? Or your evening? How was work? A fucking Sandra day and you're nothing? I know, tell me about it. Today we're going to make fudge. Now fudge has been my enemy for such a long time. Such a long time. I don't know why. Every time I try and make fudge, I either end up making tablet, toffee, caramel or sand. There's no fudge to be seen in any of it, but I think I perfected my fudge recipe. I even went to Twitter the other day and I was like, guys, help me, I don't know how to make fudge, but I think I've done it. I think I know how. Hopefully when I show you it'll actually work and I don't just make another video of me failing at making fudge, because I have a video of me in the past being like, yo, I'm gonna make fudge, and then being like, ah, fucked it, can't make it. But this is super easy, I think. I mean, I made it the other day there and it was kind of easy. Also, if you've seen my last video about butter, I'm going to use that butter in this fudge recipe. Before I start making fudge, I need to say these things first because I don't usually, but please consider liking and subscribing. I'd love you forever if you did. But if you don't, you're also still alright. I'm alright with it. You do what you want. I am a firm believer in that you can do what you want within reason. Don't commit crimes. But I mean, like and subscribe or don't. I'd like it if you did. You don't have to. Anyway, enough said. Oh, and I've got merch. Anyway, let's go make fudge. Right, so we're over at the pot. What we do is just throw the ingredients in at once and then go for there. So we need 150 millilitres of milk, full fat preferably. There's my milk. Next we need a full tin of condensed milk, which is 397 grams of golden happiness and diabetes. I'm going to put a wee sploosh of vanilla in there. This is our homemade butter. We need 115 grams of this. Get half. Oh, there we go. And next we need sugar. Now I use light brown soft sugar. You can use demerara sugar, whatever you want. Caster sugar if you really wanted to. I just think that this makes a really nice tasting fudge. You need 450 grams of this sugar, which is a lot. Oh. And then I'm going to sift this in. Cool! So let's see if I can show you what I'm doing. So we're putting this on at a low heat. Now, if you have plans, don't make fudge because you can't really walk away from it. You have to stir it forever. Let's have a look, see if I can make this any better. Sorry about the terrible angle, but this is all we've got. So, the aim of the game right now is to stir it and stir it until there's no sugar granules left. And everything is one big sugary sweet mess. I'm using a non-stick pan because why would you not use a non-stick pan? I think you could probably still do it in a normal pan, I just think you'll have a harder time. And I should have cut this butter up a wee bit better. So we're going to do it now. You want to continuously scrape the bottom, like continuously stir it, because you don't want any of it catching, because it is essentially all just sugary stuff, so it could catch, could burn, and that's the whole batch wasted. So yeah, just stir away. So what I'm going to do just now is continue to stir this until all the butter's melted and bring it on to a sort of boil, but it'll go to a rolling boil itself without turning the heat up. Like, this is actually at the lowest heat this can be. So you can see there's not much flame there, but because it's sugar it will turn into a boil. So I will continue to do this and I will come back to you once something changes. So all the butter's dissolved and all the sugar has dissolved. I can push that spatula at the bottom of the pot and there's no granules. Like, it's not crunchy, there's no texture, it's all just a nice big smooth kind of mess now. So at this point I am taking a visual note of how much this is running off, how liquidy this is. And remembering this because I want to compare this in a wee while. Basically once it starts to thicken up I can go, okay, that's a lot thicker now, cool. So essentially that's it. We're going to keep stirring it until it comes to a rolling boil, continue stirring through the rolling boil and keeping an eye on the trains going by my house and making lots of noise, and keeping an eye on the thickness and consistency. So yeah, I'll come back again if anything changes. So, thanks Buddha. Buddha! Hi! No! No babe, sorry. You can see it's bubbling now. It's been 5 minutes and it's becoming a lot thicker. It's not super thick, but it's getting there. So again, you're just constantly swirling the bottom, making sure it's not catching at all. But you can see that it is boiling. It's not boiling, but it's bubbling. Do you know what I mean? That's what you're looking for now. So I'll come back in another 5 minutes and show you where we're at that point. So just to confirm with you, it's thicker than it was, but not thick enough. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. It's only been like 2.5 minutes, if that, since I last showed you, but you can see now that it's a ton thicker and it's starting to bubble. Now this is where I would usually go wrong, because I've got tablet in the brain and I would go, right, okay, this really has to start thickening up more, it has to like become kind of gritty on the sides, blah blah blah, but that's not the case because we're not making tablet, right? I don't think we're far off fudge at this point. We still want it to be kinda runny because we're going to beat the shine off it, so you can see that this is a shiny mixture, and when you're making tablet and fudge you have to beat the shine off of it, and you do that off the heat. I would say not too much longer and we'll take it off and we'll make it into fudge. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that looks fabulous. I'm going to take this off and show you if I can. So, I think this is now done. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm just going to continue to stir it a wee bit while the heat's still on. So you can see it's creating a big line through it. If I scoop it up, it's quite thick. It's still coating the spoon. It's not dripping off the way it has been. If I gather it up the sides, it's kind of pulling away. You can see it's creating lines when I drip it. See it? Ooh. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's going to make some good fudge. So what we're going to do now is keep this off the heat for 5 minutes, leave it alone for 5 minutes, and then come back. And then we're going to beat the shine off it, because you can see it is super shiny. So we're just going to beat the shine off of it and make it into fudge. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Hi! So it's been 5 minutes. I've got my dish here with my paper in it, and we are So you can see how thick that is now. Hopefully you can see that anyway. There, right, so you can see how thick it is now, right? So now we have to beat that shine off of it. Now, you can use a spatula, but I think it's just a bit swishy swashy, you know what I mean? So I think that it's best to use a wee wooden spoon. And when I say beat the shine off of it, literally just slap it about, like. Oh! 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 Get back in there. Slag. So you're not so much whisking it as like trying to beat it. So I like to slap it off the sides of the pot. Another option is to go side to side. Essentially, you just keep making this racket until it becomes like a matte colour and it becomes super thick. And also what you'll notice is it keeps falling to the sides. So see if I go like that, like it's going to spread out and go back to the sides. So once it's where you want it to be, it won't do that. My dogs are crying for no reason, by the way, just so you know. It's getting there, as you can see. It's like super thick, but it's still sliding to the edges, but we're almost there. We're almost there. You can see how much more matte it's getting. Almost. Do you know, actually I'm quite happy with that. It's still got a shine to it, but it's still like super thick. Like once that sets, that's going to set hard. Not hard, but soft like fudge. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, get your tin of choice. Drape the fudge down to one bit. And then, with all of the strength that you've got left, try and pour it into the dish, because this pot's quite heavy as well, and I'm not the strongest person in the world. So, once it's in your wee dish, just try and poke it to the edges, like so. Boop, 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 boop. And then just try and flatten it and stuff to try and make it look nice and even and pretty. Also, before you put it in here, at that point, if you want to put stuff through it, batter in like chocolate chips or pretzel pieces, like anything you fancy. That is now my fudge. I'm going to put this in the fridge to let it cool and set, then we're going to cut it in cubes and devour. So, I'm now going to get ready for my friend's engagement party, because I'm going to be late if I don't, and you may or may not see me eating this at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Probably tomorrow though, but we'll see how it goes. Hi, it's midnight. Here's the fudge. Let's cut the fudge. Fudge. Oh, those are very big bits of fudge I've just cut. I mean, if I cut it any smaller, it's going to be too small. Marcus, try my fudge. Can you try it on camera since the camera's running? The camera's running!
See, I feel it's shite, so I don't want to go near your food.
But I'll just hand you the square and point the camera at you. Fudge. Fudge. There you are, big bit, a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Tell me if my fudge is nice. Now this fudge is made with my homemade butter.
Right.
It's my butter.
Okay. Look how nervous, yeah.
No good?
lovely.
Is it nice?
Yeah, very good.
Yay! Fudge. So this fudge has been in the fridge since 6. It's now midnight, so 6 hours. So. Oh, that is this. Oh, Buddha. It is a perfect fudgy consistency. It's like soft, but not too soft. Using the sugar that I use definitely gives it a much nicer taste, a much richer taste, kind of caramelly toffee taste. This to me is traditional Scottish fudge, almost a tablet there. It tastes very similar to tablet, but fudgier. It's got like a, you know, a caramelly taste. It was really nice. Anyway, I'm going to bed now. I've just came back from my friend's engagement party. So, Megan and Michael, congratulations again. And yeah, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you later. Bye!